You know, these kids, they can get really aggressive. But for some reason, Dad just chooses to ignore it. Who would be looking after the boys? I mean, if you were in the kitchen working.
Nobody's watching them.
What are you doing? Knock it off.
When Dad ignores their behavior and they're acting up, it infuriates me.
Hello, I'm talking to you, Ryan.
I'm definitely one that bears the burden of disciplining the children.
There is no screaming and hollering or kicking and yelling.
Mum tries to discipline the children, but she just doesn't follow through with it.
I want you to get your backpack now and start your homework. Back here.
I'm gonna do it at home.
Later on that afternoon, Mum sat Ryan down to do his homework.
I'm gonna go and start logging on the computer, okay?
The minute Mum left, Ryan was up from his seat, and homework was the last thing on that boy's mind.
Hi, Susan, it's Lorraine. How are you?
Huh? It's clear to me that Ryan could do with some extra focus on his homework, but Michael and Lorraine, they're just too busy to help him.
Come on, let's go. See you guys later. Ryan, what are you doing? Logan.
Mum struggled throughout the whole of the afternoon trying to keep those kids in line, and then decided, right, it was time to go home. So off we all went. And within 10 minutes of arriving home, Mum was like, bye.
I'm gonna go to work now, so Marie's gonna watch the children.
How many times a week do you do that?
3 to 4 nights a week. All right, boys, can I have a kiss goodbye? Be good, okay?
All right, bye. Have a good night. Boys, be good. Love you.
Bye-bye. It's a shame that she has gone back to the restaurant and hasn't decided to stay at home with the children.
Shut your butt.
Logan.
It's me. No, Ryan. Dad, Barbie.
You don't have to come.
I can't find any pencils.
Lorraine's schedule needs to change. She needs to get some priorities straight. Lorraine and Michael need to realise that their children's needs have to be met. They need to find a balance. Right, boys, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see myself out. I'll let you deal with the boys.
Okay,
Thank you. Bye-bye. I've definitely seen more than my fair share, and I'm just really excited about getting back tomorrow and helping them deal with this situation. When I first arrive at a family's home, or in this case, the restaurant, I take mental notes, I observe, I watch the family dynamics, and I look out for those issues that need to be addressed. This morning, I arrived at the restaurant and was able to catch Lorraine and Michael before the doors of their restaurant opened.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you both?
Very good. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I would love to sit down with the pair of you and have a talk.
Sure.
Certainly.
All right, let's go over here.
I was nervous when we went into the family meeting. I feel like we desperately need some changes in our family, and I am open and willing to hear what Joe has to say.
Can I applaud you on your beautiful restaurant as I see before me, and see the amount of work that goes into it. You have lovely boys, sprightly young lads, but I've got to say that you guys have forgotten that you've got kids. Let's talk about some of the issues that I've seen. The children are using the restaurant as their activity centre. Where these guys want to be active, want to be running around, want to be in everything. Personally, I cannot believe that you give the responsibility to your staff to look after your children when it's your responsibility. The person that gets the most of that babysitting is your partner, Chris.
Right.
She doesn't want to feel like she's always got to take care of the kids. She wants to be able to do what her job is.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they are our kids.
There has to be a reality check somewhere along the line. So you guys are so focused on what you're doing when you're at work. And having that focus and attention at work means that you cannot give what is necessary for the kids. And that makes it very unfair because they do have their needs. There's got to be balance. There's got to be children in this picture. And there aren't children in the picture at the moment from where I stand. They need your time. They need your love. They need those moments. You need those moments. You're robbing yourself as parents.
It's been very difficult to figure out what's important and what's not and put it in perspective, which really needs to be more time spent with our kids, because I'm never going to get this back. I will never get, Cade being 2 or Logan being 4 or Ryan. I'll never get it back, so I just struggle with that.
Who says you had to be super mum?
Nobody. I put all that on myself because, I wanted to be in both places, but I just can't do it.
You guys are in a perfect position to be able to say, I'm going to invest in the same amount of time and its effort as I do with my business into my kids. You could do that, right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
One of the biggest things that Joe said to us was that we're missing out on time with the kids. And I don't want to miss that time with my boys. I really don't.
The eye-opener was that my work and family life was definitely out of balance. I'm ready to make some changes.
So are you guys fully committed to wanting to invest emotionally
Of course.
in your family? All right, then let's get off these stools and start work.
Okay.
Coming up on SuperNanny. When it comes to Joe's routine,
I would love to see, Dad, one additional day.
the kids get a dose of their own medicine. When SuperNanny returns. But first, a tip from SuperNanny.
Parents, when you come to a restaurant with your children, don't automatically assume there will be things to occupy them. Make sure you bring crayons and their colouring pads so they can be occupied whilst they're waiting for dinner.